Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Craig Neeson. This is Craig Neeson Photography. We do mostly photography. We do some RV stuff too, because we want to show you how we're getting to places. This morning I'm at this beautiful lake in Oklahoma, along with Shawn and Corinne from the Travels of Red Rover. I'll leave a link to their channel. And we're sitting here just hanging out with the beavers, the bison, and the mockingbirds. One of those things is not true, and I'll let you determine which one it is. So we're shooting this beautiful tower with a reflection on the lake and a nice rock face in front of it. Let's see what we get.
Ah, the tranquility of the lake next to Jed Johnson Tower. If only there were some clouds coming through this time lapse. The only thing that lets you know that this is actually a time lapse is that crazy, wacky beaver swimming back and forth on the lake.
Let me walk you through the composition on the back of the camera here. There's in the foreground I've got this piece of wood that's actually pointing the wrong way, but I'm not going to go move it. It's really lodged in there. I kind of liked it there. And then you got the tower off in the distance. Pretty simple. Gorgeous morning. Good company, gorgeous morning. Crappy sky.
Yep, no clouds again this morning. Couldn't find them all trip long. This is the composition that we just went over from the back of the camera. You know what I don't like about it? The dead branch there points you out of frame. Doesn't point you towards the main subject of the photograph, which is the tower and the light on the rocks behind the lake. I love the reflection. I'm even okay with the bluebird sky because the quality of light right there on the tower and the rock face is just gorgeous. I did some stuff in post to make the sky a little bit more appealing, but come on, let's face it, it's a bluebird sky. It was what we had to shoot with that day. That's what makes going out into the field so challenging and also so rewarding when all the conditions come together. Let's discuss that. What do you guys think? What's your optimal conditions for photographing landscapes and not going intimate on them? Let's talk about it down below. So this is the second composition. It's a little tighter. I zoomed in, eliminating the branch that was not giving me the leading line that I wanted. Focused mainly on the reflection as the foreground. This one you could almost turn upside down, but the reflection's just a little bit blurry. I like this concept. I like it a lot. Here again, the sky is not ideal, but I think the photograph works. This is at 66 millimeters to eliminate all that foreground clutter as I felt it was in the field. The other reason why I shot this composition at every focal length was I wanted to have options when I got back to the desk. It's nice to take more frames at different focal lengths and different settings so that you have those options when you get home, especially when you are out in the wrong conditions in a location that's far from home. Let me know which one you like best. Let's talk about it down below.
So I saw one more composition as we're shooting here on the shore side. There's this little microclimate across the lake of trees and rocks, and the reflection reminded me of Bob Ross, who's a real big inspiration in some of my reflection work, if you haven't ever noticed that. So I shot that one over there, and I don't know, Shawn and Corinne are talking about hiking up to the tower to validate a possible moon shot this evening. So I may join them on that. I may just go back to the truck and warm up. It's gotten a little bit cool out here for me. Not really. I guess I might go for the hike. It might warm me up.
So yes, I'm a sucker for good reflections. I don't care if there's nothing in the sky to photograph with. But this light and the reflections coming off from the other shoreline here were just too much for me to resist making a photograph. This is the raw, not a bad snapshot, but I know we can do better by finishing the photograph off. While conditions were not ideal, they did present some lovely reflections. I was able to recover a little bit more in the sky, but this would be epic with the right sky. I do love the final photograph. It reminds me of standing there with Shawn and Corinne that morning, joking about the bison in the bushes. Yes, the bison in the bushes. If you haven't watched their video, go check that out. If you like this photograph, let me know down below. What would you do different? How would you handle these conditions when photographing far from home?
If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet done so, head on over to Shawn and Corinne's channel, The Travels of Red Rover. Check them out. I'll leave a link down below and a card up above. And if you haven't yet done so, please hit that subscribe button and ding that bell for future notifications and give me a big thumbs up. We'll see you next time.